104 reasons to believe in the geocentric model, 51 through 60. 51. They say that both the moon and the earth are rotating together, in sync and tidally locked. And that is why we can never see the far side of the moon. But just 1 mile an hour faster or slower, either the moon or the earth, and everything would be completely different, and that has never happened after millions of years. No meteor strike or passing object has ever influenced this impossible relationship. 52. Periscopes, gyroscopes, lighthouses, theodolite and sundials cannot work on a globe. How could a compasses work on a globe? It would have to cut through the earth itself to point to the magnetic north. This doesn't make much sense, not compared to a flat earth where all you have to do is hold the compass flat and it points straight to the magnetic north. This makes a lot more sense. 53. Next time you watch the sun go down, pay attention to the sunlight as it follows our small and local sun. The light will start to shrink, it will become smaller and smaller, and dimmer as if someone was walking away with the only lit lantern, leaving us in the dark. Now compare this to any TV, movie or book imagery of the Earth spinning around in so-called outer space. You will notice that the line of termination, the line between day and night, extends from pole to pole. If things were really as we see them on TV, if the sun was really 93 million miles away, then when night fell we wouldn't see sunlight becoming smaller and smaller as it leaves us. Daylight would be gone all at the same time. On a spinning globe, the transition from day to night would be instantaneous. 54. If you go out in the ocean 150 miles with a telescope and look around 360 degrees, then you've just surveyed 1% of the entire Earth's surface, and you can plainly see that the oceans are flat, and you already know that the oceans make up 70% of the Earth's surface. Therefore, if 70% of the Earth is flat, then it must all be flat. It's only logical. 55. If it's noon and I'm looking straight at the sun, then in 182 days or 182 rotations later when I'm on the other side of the sun, then at noon, if I'm still looking in the same direction, I should be seeing midnight at noon. And we never make adjustments for this. 56. Moonlight is colder than moon shadow and it cannot be reflecting from an ambient sun. Also, the moon has no hot spot that would inevitably be produced by the sun shining on it. The moon's light is neon, it's a lesser light. Just as it says in Genesis. In fact, it's such a lesser light that it's common to see stars shining through it as it wanes and waxes. We can see the blue sky through it during the day. The sun and moon are luminaries only. 57. If this is what it feels like to be spinning around at 1,039 miles per hour, then tell me what it would feel like to be at rest. The same? I hope that's not what someone's answer is going to be. 58. There's no such thing as Earth's molten iron core. If you put a flame to a magnet, it becomes null. Magnetic north is at the center of the physical plane and south surrounds us completely. Earth has all the characteristics of a disk magnet, and there's no such thing as a true ball magnet. These people have drilled 8 miles into the Earth's crust, and then they pretend to know all that there is know about the Earth's core. How could something molten not be extinguished by 7 oceans of water compressed towards the center by so-called gravity? 59. On a cold mornings when there isn't too much water evaporation in the air, by using a telescope you can see ships 200 miles away. If the Earth's curvature really does drop 8 inches per mile squared, then that's 320,000 inches or 5.05 miles. In which case you shouldn't be able to see ships through 5 miles of bulging of water. In 1543 Copernicus, without so much as a telescope, established the heliocentric model. 60. 13.8 billion years ago nothing exploded, and that's how everything came to be? Because a point exploded? That's a child's answer. I know, singularities and quantum fluctuations, but there has to be an existing universe before any such 5-syllable words could occur. Also, there's no such thing as an explosion that yields anything other than destruction. Explosions don't end in clockwork precision, order and stability, not to mention beauty, intelligence and life. In theoretical science, people are actually paid to just sit there and make up stuff. There's where the Big Bang comes from, not in spaceless space and airless air, but from their grandiose imaginations.